Hello guys, so today we are playing the Stanley Parable. Yeah, so I have played it before, but it was a long time ago, so I was thinking, why not play it again? Yep, so these are all the stuff. Yeah, the Stanley Parable. This is only the normal one, so if you want the deluxe one, sorry, you're not getting it. Anyways, let's begin. It's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end. Is loading. Nah. Okay, come on, load faster. Okay, guys, so you're gonna have to wait a little. I am actually. Hold up, I'm pausing.
Story of a man named Stanley.
All right, guys.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons.
All right, sorry guys, I just got some McDonald's. So, yeah. It's good. So, yeah. I'm gonna play this game while eating and stuff.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where are
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Cool. Anyways. That looks important. How do I get... I did not see that before. Seriously. There's another one here? This is probably in a different level of the game, I think. Anyways. Let's keep on going. Doors, doors. No one likes doors. Doorsy doors, doors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. Well, I can mix my lefts and rights up, so I think this is left.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it, sure. Just getting my fries out.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yep.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yep. Woo.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Wow, maybe I like it.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Left. That's right, so left. You know what? This is left now.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yay!
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
The red door? Nah.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nah.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Yay!
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Don't
And
care.
in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Okay.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Nah.
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
You think I listen to your instructions? Man, he's even more dumb than I thought.
Okay, I'm going
Bruh.
to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it
Sorry.
isn't my place to judge.
Find the place where I
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Wow, so cool. Nice crunch with those nuggies. Yeah, this is very dumb.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a
Mom.
lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Alright, bad ASMR, but ASMR.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button
the
to move him
baby.
back to the right, and if he
I'm the
reaches the
baby.
fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
But I'm the
I
baby.
think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
4 hours?
So why don't
What the
you
heck?
give it 4 hours of
Why
play
4
to
hours?
make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'm the baby! I'm the baby! I'm the baby! I'm the baby! I'm the baby!
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Spite you.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh, the fear.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Okay.
Let's see.
This
What do
is
we have
extra-
here?
Extra crunchy.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Alright. Definitely bad ASMR. Whoa.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
Sorry, but I don't care
Well, I'll say
for
this.
a robot.
I'm
okay?
done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete.
It's the worst thing I've ever
I
seen
made
in my
this
entire life.
Look at it.
Worst
Gaze
thing
upon my
I
work
have
of art
ever
and
seen.
Feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Feel ashamed of yourself.
But you've
That's
only seen
dirt.
it from the outside. You've
I've
only
seen,
gotten half the experience.
I've seen
Please,
that
step
wood
inside and
more
make yourself
valuable
comfortable.
than this. Or leaves more valuable than this. Ew. I'm not... I'm
Isn't
fine.
it grand?
Ew.
Isn't it perfect?
I don't like
it. Could
it.
only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes,
Bruh.
yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
What if I want to stay inside the shack? I want to stay inside. Dang it! The beach? You stupid, oh my gosh. And, hold up, just gonna... Alright.
Oh, my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
I mean, no, you don't allow me to
Oh,
go.
no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Ooh, new game, yay. Ooh, bottom floors. The best kind of floors.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Surprise! Yay. I don't want to go.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Hold up. Need more fries.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business,
I hate you
making
so
meaningful
much.
cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Wow. Man. That was really, really touching. I feel so bad for my actions. For a robot whose job is to make me feel bad. Which is doing the horrible job at that. Horrible job. Whee! I can't die. Aw, I didn't die. Well. What am I gonna do now? Also, sorry that we had to cut the intro short. I just have my Mickey D's. I was like, oh, better get these before it gets cold. Especially for the fries. Cause like, they're not cold when they're not good when cold. Where'd I go? What is this place? If I could jump. Well, anyways. Whoa. Anyways. Whee. Ah. Lights. Light. Yes, the light. Light. Now I can eat my french fries in the light. And my Fanta. Alright. So, back to the light. Oh.
I wonder what he found.
Listen to
If
his
what he
monologue
wanted
while
was
you
to be the
also
leading
listen
man
to
in
me
his own
eat.
story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Well, that was something. What just happened? What? What just happened? What? Why is it just a hallway now?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so we're gonna do one more ending after this ending. And then I guess, like, we'll do a part 2 if you want or something. But I guess we'll just make it all correct.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Hopefully.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
But I
office.
don't wanna. Actually, yes, I wanna. You know, we're gonna go to the blood red light. That's literally the epitome of death. Yo, this is more of the epitome of death. Why is everything red? Well, most things. Tender chicken, my cheeseburger. Onions. sorry. I'm just gonna go. Right. Great. Delicious. All right.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Cool. Don't really care. Sorry, it may take longer than usual.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
All right, I guess.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Whoa. All right, I guess we found our third ending. We'll stay here later, though. So, yeah. Ah. Okay. Anyways. Hold up, just eating my cheeseburger. Alrighty.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ah.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Cool.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah, I guess so, but I have to go to the bathroom, so BRB. Alrighty, I am back.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
No one cares.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Whoa, what's this big red button do? I can't press it! Well, anyways. Sorry, I'm just drinking my Fanta. Go. Anyways.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I mean, we can do it in a part 2. If my brother lets me. Whoa. What is this place? Is it over? Is it over?
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Oh. Is it? Oh!
He had
Wait!
He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Wait.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the cave, he realized none of this mattered. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
It's been like 50,000 years since I've smelled
not been to understand, but to let go.
Fresh
no longer
air.
would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing.
Stomp!
Stepped through the open door.
Oh my god!
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Wow!
The feeling of
Trees!
immense possibility
Stone! Grass!
This
Mountains!
Right
It's
now,
everything I've ever
the
dreamed!
things that
Oh my gosh, it looks like I'm
Stanley
gonna be an animal now. Man, so happy. So happy. Man, it's just all going circle. Anyways.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nah, I'm going to the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. What but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
This is cool. I love pressing buttons. Aww. Loading, loading, loading.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's,
Left.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down,
Down?
left, right.
Yay!
Yep. Okay. Yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, that's scary. Is the only door open? Man! Why? Scary! I don't like it. Okay, anyways. Whoa!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Nah.
Okay. We just have to get back to
Am I here?
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish.
Fire!
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Man! That was a very short ending. Yeah, one more when it hurt.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
No,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Whoa.
When Stanley...
Whoa.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Doors.
Oh, did something change?
Doors. Oh,
Stanley,
I can't go through
did you
this one.
change anything when we were back in that room with all the
Doors.
monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
I'm not the one who's writing the
asking
script.
you. I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah, exactly.
Right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Adventure.
Let's find the story.
Fine, whatever. I'm dropped. Why don't I have a jump button? But eager to get back to business. Oh.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
I'm lost.
Do we need to restart the game again?
Can you help
Well,
me?
I find it unlikely
I'm
that we'll
lost.
ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. Aww. What's this black bar here? Probably just a bug.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Simply missed a memo. Yep. No doors at all!
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Fine, whatever. I don't care.
Too much blue. Actually, it's pretty calming with the blue. I'm just going in a circle.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Retracing us to never mind. That's creepy. I think this is my safe zone now. Okay, fine. Be a big girl. Oh my gosh, I am so weird. Anyways. Rusty, musty, dusty, crusty. I'm not putting my prom dress in that.
Now this Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Do you remember, Stanley?
Anyways, goodbye.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
I don't want to win
though. It really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Bruh.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Well, this is cool. Cool ending. Whoa. Sorry, a little spill happened. Not bad.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Ooh.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
That's where the story goes? I thought it goes over there. I'm not following it. Dang it! I have to follow it. I'm here, whatever.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
No.
Look, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we employing a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I am a pirate. I'm a red. I don't like red. The red's close to pink. I don't trust it. I need to fly.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Wow.
You won't want to miss anything.
It's green. Okay, goodbye. I don't care. I want the music back. Whoa.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story is... Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
So many restarts. Oh, we still have the parable line, so it's still probably the story.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Oh, yeah.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh, okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Deja vu.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Aww, I can't jump. No.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I want to go here, though. Oh, they both lead to places.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me?
Oh yeah, you can read
Why
this.
don't I get to decide? Why don't
Pause
I
if you
get a
want to
say
read.
in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this.
Yay!
I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
What just happened? Okay. Well, that's it for Stanley Parable today. If you want to do a part 2, put it down in the comments. And the comments won't really work, but if you want us to do it, put it down in the comments and get this video to about, let's just say, 100 likes, because we're still a new channel and stuff. So yeah, 100 likes and I'll do the part 2. Alright. So, well, peace out!